yes, greetings viewers. RadioVutta Radio P Apple Ukona. We back at it. This is Family Matters, your number one TV and radio show because of
yeah.
Igama lami nguPetros Khoza. Bandibiza ngoDidi. Umana mangwe.
Get to something, guys.
Sure. Oh yes. It's a ring. Hey. I introduce her. But it's one kuma chapa college wathi okutsana. Helen Zanele Chigo.
Hey, good morning, listeners and viewers of Daveytontv and RadioVutta. We're back as Family Matters. Okay, so you have to say guys.
Yeah, if I can attire for the Christmas.
Yes. Yeah. Guys, today we have a guest in our studio.
Don't become corner. Yes, go back, Helen.
Please don't do this.
They actually don't kulwaki.
Go back to the volleyball. Danton, ting I now, ting is here. But you go back to the volleyball, man. Hey, okay, I'm going to talk. He's going to say, Kwanazi, Ganti, Ikabala, can you funda footing? Ayanda Mantobazana Kwanazi.
Hope, another name is Hope.
Yes, aka Doc. Doc, welcome to Vutta.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. Thank you to the viewers. Siyabonga ukuthi uthule in to watch this wonderful team.
Yes.
Family Matters.
Thank you.
For having me, guys.
This is Family Matters, baby. Because Peter is listening for when Doc. Today we're talking about this logo is Ibaligi. And then I mixed it, aka Doc.
Yeah, aka
Thank
as
you.
known as please.
Thank you.
Please.
So today we want to talk about this logo SCT mental wellness. You know, you've went through some of the medical doing, so you
Yes.
understand most of but before one, I start schooling now.
Okay.
What did you study schooling?
Okay, Mina, I studied human physiology,
Yes.
genetics, and psychology undergrad, and I graduated 2017. And then after that, I did my honors in neurophysiology. So yeah, I'm a brain researcher.
By the way, she's my friend, guys.
and by the way, now we're friends. And I think in them now we should know as the we've got someone who's doing this who understands
More knowledge about what we're talking about today.
because of my house in the
Imagine that. Since about the depression, since that it's
wow. Doc, without a waste of time, let's kuluma mental wellness.
Okay, so basically, ingqondo is a very important part of the body, right?
Okay.
So the brain is like the center of it all. It's like a school, a principal in a school.
Okay.
So it's like an office in a school. So
Right.
everything starts and begins in the office, right?
Okay.
Every decision starts and begins in the office.
Okay.
And then the entire school can get all the directory. So even the heart gets the directory from the brain, right? So the brain is a very important part of our existence in our bodies. So in mental wellness means that the brain is functioning at its optimal best, right? It means the brain is functioning proper, right? So maupila kahle at your optimal level, you're thinking right, your body's producing the right things, and then yonke into ihamba kahle in system, right? But if your brain is disrupted, then it disrupts the whole body, right? So umzimba wakho nengqondo yakho kumele zibe at a level of homeostasis, if nisakhumbula from high school, right? So if there's too much, then your body tries to do less, just to balance. If there's too little, your body does too much, just to balance. So mental wellness overall, it means your brain is functioning at its optimal best.
we're learning, guys.
Uyezwa ke mlaleli mbukela khona ungakhohlwa ukuthi na ke usithola under Daveytontv on YouTube. Kanti ke bengabe nje ufuna ukustreama nje into ukuthi ushayele kahle ungaphazamiseki. SoundCloud is RadioVutta. Kanti ke usuzwile ke sikhuluma ngesihloko esithi mental wellness. Udoctor la noma udoc sekashilo ukuthi ingqondo principal wesikole.
Yes.
So uyu authorizer yonke
into say if ingqondo ayisebenzi, in other words, nothing will work.
Exactly.
So
and doctor, you know, I think le nto zana uyibeke ngendlela I think ezo understandwa wonke umuntu. Mhlambe ke sesizwile ngakho yini into eyenza ingqondo ihlezi isesimeni sayo ingathikaziseki?
Okay, so umzimba does not work in isolation as much as ingqondo is the principal, but the principal does not work if there's no pupils, if there's no teachers, if there's no HOD. So the body works as a system, right? So if lala kune gap, and then we try to compensate on this gap. If lala kune gap, we try to compensate on this gap. So as much as ingqondo is like the principal, it makes the bigger decisions, but ayisebenzi yodwa, right?
Okay.
So if maybe, for example, you get injured, ne umzimba wakho uyakhona ukuthi uhambise your neurons and your receptors uyakwazi ukuthi ihambise message to your brain to tell your brain ukuthi we have a problem on the foot, and then your brain will like try and compensate and make sure all your body systems, your organs will try and compensate and make sure that you fix that problem there, right? Even your immune system will try and send your white blood cells in, to try and fix that problem. So with that system working together, tries and works out to the brain. So it's not only the brain that just works there and then everything is like, okay, I'm gonna follow you. No. It works as a system, but the brain is like controls what happens.
So let's say when muscle shona.
Yeah.
Go between the heart and the brain.
That's a difficult question. It's been like an argument for scientists for like the longest time, right? Because people say, I remember there was this article I read, and they were like, when do we decide which a person really dies? Is it when the brain stops working or when the heart stops working, right? But the beauty of the body is that even when the brain stops working, for instance, amatabagu coma, brain dead, their hearts are still working. Sometimes you can be brain dead, but your heart can work with a machine, can pump with a machine to try and send as much nutrition to your brain, body. Right? So that your brain can
I remember
bigger.
growing up as a movie, thinking I could get a short story, the question of the heart, a guy was stabbed the kanda, but it was taken, given to someone else.
Okay.
It was the whole question of the heart, but the family required it is still alive, but the brain was damaged and all of that, Yeah. Doctor, buyini ubungozi obukhona umengabe ingqondo ayisenza umsebenzi wayo?
Okay. So this is where
before siyalapha yini into mhlambe eyenza ingqondo ingesenza umsebenzi wayo before?
Okay. So this is where the topic of mental disorders come in, right? So mental disorders mean yazi mabati indawo ine disorder. It means
yes.
Right? So a mental disorder, that's where it comes in. Ukuthi manje ingqondo is not functioning at its optimal best, right? So that means maybe khona problem ekhona thizeni. Maybe it can be a physical trauma, maybe wake wathola accident and then washaya waba ne concussion washaya ngekhanda, or it can be any kind of trauma, maybe rape, any kind you can think of. And it can also be cognitive. Problems anjalo, problems arise internally.
Okay.
Like thinking problems within yourself can also make the brain not function optimally. We call it multi-causal. So Disney is contributed to the brain.
So the brain can be replaced like the heart.
Sure, yes, but it's a very, very difficult procedure. I'm not sure what it's been done like South Africa. If it has,
okay,
my bad. But I'm not sure if it's done. But I don't know if you guys know Get Out, the movie.
Sure.
So they were actually doing brain surgeries. They replacing the brain with someone else's body and everything.
I read something on the internet. But so there was who install information. Yes, you can just digitally.
Okay.
We call it interfacing.
Yes, then knowledge you're going I think I'm gonna go for the road because I need to.
It's not very easy. It's gonna take some time. It's part of 4IR situation, so it's very digital and technical. And
so yeah, like phulaphula we-RadioVutta phinda phi apho sibona khona lithi kuwe namhlanje awukhulalele. Let us talk about this mental wellness because of it's affecting us.
It is.
It's 99.9% of us. We are all going through a phase of mental disorder.
That's true.
But in different angles or maybe levels or stages, and we've seen it in the black society where mental wellness has become something enganabo. Abantwana bayapeyintwa every day. Just to TikToks, you know, like the two of you guys are on makeup every day, you know, and people are doing things every day, but no one is taking care of the mental, like, wellness. So, doctor, uma ngabe ngimuntu oshoshile ukuthi mengasafunctioni kuba nama disorders enzekile mhlambe internal or external, either into trauma, into whatever that happens. Mase kunjalo mhlambe iziphi impawu umuntu amele aqale ayibone ukuthi okay, this now there's a problem,
it needs serious attention.
Yes.
So ziningi izinto ezingayenzeka as part of your symptoms to show that you have a mental problem and it needs medical attention, right?
Okay.
So I would like us to like narrow it down to a certain type of disorder, depression, for example. So because we can't talk about them, there's a lot of them, right? So for example, depression is a mental disorder, right? We should understand that first, because depression is because you're sad and then you are depressed, and then that's why people kind of like underestimate its cause, right? So depression is a mental disorder that is presented by change in mood, persistent change in moods to being depressed or sad or annoyed or irritated all the time, right? The key word in this is persistent. So if ienzeka persistent, then it's a problem, right? If it affects your daily, then it's a problem, right? So depression is something that is not caused by only one thing. It's caused by your biological factors, it's caused by your psychological factors, it's caused by your societal sources of distress, right? So your biological factors can be stuff like your body's not producing enough dopamine. So dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is like constantly working your brain cells. So if your body's not producing enough and then you feel sad, you feel like you're useless, so your body is not producing enough, that's when it's biological. Just like the opposite of producing dopamine, we have a hormone we call serotonin, right? Serotonin is your happy hormone. So when you have too much serotonin in your body, and then you are the most excited person in the world, right?
Just to cut you in, doctor.
Okay.
Joshua, so there's a friend I used to have, you know, she was suffering from bipolar.
Okay.
There were days where she was standing for nights without sleeping, singing, happy. She would come to office to visit me with, you know, a job suite.
Okay.
Started there, would do everything. Right after lab,
yeah. So bipolar disorder is a form of depression, because we say that people with bipolar are not like people with depression who have only one side of the spectrum. People with depression are always depressed, like they're always sad. But people with bipolar are extremely happy or extremely sad. So they experience both sides of the spectrum. So it makes it a little more difficult to adjust compared to
So let's say umuntu une bipolar, una panic attacks, une anxiety, then depression.
Usually they say that they call it comorbid disorders, or isn't it zihamba with it? We understand. No, I'm gonna make it easy to like easy to zihamba with whatever you have. So in depression, usually that's what they say. It usually doesn't come on its own. These are now other comorbid illnesses, right? If maybe most people who have depression, especially clinical depression, those are with anxiety, those are with other factors, right? Just like diabetes are easy, or sometimes obesity, sometimes you understand. So factors and most of the time, even though there are cases where depression comes on its own, but most of the time it comes with
you know what?
As you driving, come on your window, over stream live, sound. The beautiful faces here and this handsome hunk. Just say Daveytontv on YouTube.
Yes.
Also
on Facebook, also on Twitter, Instagram, and our WhatsApp also. 0738922943. 0738922943. Come on, Nati. Mental wellness. But this is gonna be like a series. So today we're just talking about, you know, like the lighter. We're just breaking it down.
So get a tip. Doc.
Yes.
Now, Helen.
Okay.
Depression. Mina as a petrol in Helen is on Bonagaja.
Okay, so depression nama symptoms are many as presenter.
Yes.
One of them can be it affects your sleep, it affects your diet, it affects your mood, it affects so many things. So most people fail to recognize umuntu depressed from like a sad mood because they do not understand where do you draw the line. We do not know when are you sad and when are you depressed, right? So umuntu depressed, usually they sleep very much or they sleep very little. So it's what we call insomnia. Sometimes baba ne insomnia, they can't sleep at all, or they sleep very little, or baba ne hypersomnia, which means they sleep a lot. So all they want to do is sleep. So it depends, it differs on people. It doesn't present itself the same way across people. Yeah, change. And also some people don't eat, and some people eat a lot, gain weight, and be more depressed. So it is presenting on so many things. Other people,
some of them babas funa babodwa, like they become loners, like or will just get bored very quickly.
Or they don't want to be alone. They want to be in the midst of people just so that they can forget about their problems. So it is presented in so many different ways. But one thing I would tell you, I would advise you, how do you see a person or depressed? It's the persistence of the behavior. If it's too much of sleeping, then you should worry about them. If it's too little of sleeping, then you should worry about them. If it's too much eating, I'm not saying man you won't do it. Change your way. That's because you change from 3 meals to 4 meals and feel like you are depressed. No. But you can see a change in behavior. And most of the time, the most common symptom is they lose interest in the things that they usually do. Love. I remember Ellie, you told me, when you saw the signs of your depression, you were like, you usually love fashion and dressing up and everything, but the first thing that happened to you when you had signs of depression, you lost the edge of that. Yes. So if maybe umuntu tanda tula na nani and then depression happens, all of a sudden they don't want to sing anymore, they don't want to listen to music anymore, it's desinjalo can
then lamapilis lawa abaknika wona doctor akuncedangani.
Okay, so ayadifara ne, there's different kinds of treatment. Sizokhuluma ngayo when So there's a therapy that they call cognitive behavioral therapy, which they kind of like get into your daily behavior, daily routine, and kind of like swing it so that there's a lot of elements that go into it. But another therapy is medication. They give you antidepressants, they give you serotonin inhibitor, uptake inhibitors, they give you a whole lot of other stuff.
So yeah, doc, sesimboli Helen.
Okay.
Lezinto azenzayo yalamaphutha akhona kuwena. Indlela yami yokuqala ukumsiza ngicala.
Firstly, you must seek someone who knows how to deal with a person like that, right? It's very important to go to a professional because we are trained to deal with people with depression. Understand? Because other forms might not be helpful, we understand. I'm not saying they never work. I'm not saying they never work, but especially in abantu abamnyama sizokenzela umsebenzi and then never actually deal with the problem, but deal with the symptoms of the problem. And long term, it might not help you. I'm not saying that these things don't work, but I'm saying sometimes they don't deal with the actual problem. They just deal with the symptoms, right? So, identify depression, find someone who is a professional who can help them. But also, I always tell them, the beginning of solving a problem is realizing you have one, right?
That's true.
That's the beginning. So if umuntu feels like they are not they're not ready to seek help, then you must find someone professional who knows how to deal with them. Because usually umuntu on depression will never seek help on their own because they're not aware that they are depressed. Do you understand? So if you identify them, find someone professionally to help them. But if also they are aware of their situation, they seek help, you can talk to them and do like a pre-initiation to see where is actually the cause of the problem. If maybe the cause, the triggers is the person they live with, then you can find someone to be a mediator of that situation. But if it's you can't, then seek a professional.
mphulaphula ku-RadioVutta phina phi apho sifumana khona ngisho la ku-YouTube because ngiyazi uthanda ku-YouTube ngofuna usibona ngithi because of time, you know, uDoc kumele ahambe
Yes.
unezinto emele azenze, but when I invite her again to come and you know go further talk about depression in family, you know,
in
workplace,
society,
school,
churches,
exactly,
like
especially man.
community as a whole, actually.
I think we need to also
Yeah.
touch base in terms of depression. Who first instance.
Yeah,
It's too much.
It's too much.
Yes.
It's a lot.
And also depression in school, you know,
Yeah.
because of I think these are places where depression.
That's true. Cool. Yes,
you know.
yes.
And depression in the medical field. A lot of doctors are depressed. But they
wow.
know exactly where to seek help, but they are depressed.
And I've noticed that the police, teachers and nurses, you know,
Yeah, that's
because
true.
of I'm very close
Yeah.
to Laboban.
Yeah.
West, I was listening to Tim J this morning, and he says in USA, 50% every day they quit ministry because of mental oppression.
Yeah.
You know, and he says in America only, he doesn't know
Others.
you know. So I think depression is one form of I don't know why.
And we avoid it too much. Even also the musicians are cool going through depression.
We are up.
I'm just saying, you
We are sad
understand?
much.
So
We are up. But yes, true.
It's a conversation.
It is, especially with us artists, because of Imali is a once-off.
we understand.
Imagine you shoot a movie, you get paid for the day shoot, and the movie will go on screen.
No, I read a study, an article today actually before I came here. It's a lot of people think that when you offer a certain social-economic status, and then you are less likely to be depressed. Like for example, rich people are less likely to be depressed than like poor people. It's actually, they found out in that study, it's actually not true. Rich people tend to be more depressed than the general public.
You see, one thing I'll tell you about us, you know, Tinama hand to mouth, it feels good because of you don't worry about things you cannot control.
That's
You
true.
always worry about buying karishin. You always worry about gas. Never gas with the to that for 3 days.
Yeah.
Then umuntu onemali ukuthenga ugesi wonke but oyedwa.
Oyedwa.
Kunokuba single. Kunokuba lonely.
Yeah.
So you can be lonely while you're single.
That's true.
You can be single and still, you know, be warm and all of that, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a whole lot of things hidden in this.
Ezenzakalayo,
But I
yes.
think uDr. Shola do principal, you know.
Yeah.
So mele silungisela.
Yeah,
Basho
yeah.
umunye abhale uFacebook athi tshela icabinet la ihlale phansi utshela
AKA.
uzokwenzeka. You know, kuzokwenzeka. Yes, because of time, we love you. May God bless you. And
Yes.
this is not the end of it.
Yeah.
Dr. Ushilo kuwe wathi lapha ekhaya uyakucela ukuthi uhlole 1 2 3 4
Yes.
of which yabo nje lezo impawu ezikhona. Ngicela uzihlole uzichekisise. Helen,
Yes.
niyazi ukuthi nawe udinga i-counseling. Yes. So mhlambe before 7 one of the cases in a few minutes ongayisho ukuthi depression oke wabanayo wabona ukuthi ikhoswe yini wayethetha kanjani.
There are a lot of cases. There's one umuntu like I was counseling that person through the phone, wanted to commit suicide, and I think we took from 1 hour to 30 minutes trying to calm down that person. I understand you went through 1 2 3 and 4 and you attend my counseling. That is why most of the time I tell people when you go through counseling, when you come to me, you counsel yourself personally.
Sure.
Me, I'm just here to guide you. I'm just here to show you okay, you come with this and this is what I'll add on what you're coming with. So Safira was particular so he'll go back from what is hurting her and take it from the one step at a time, you know, because she was having difficulty of forgiving herself and forgiving whatever that she went through in the past. So she had Uguti without me telling her Uguti, because of this and that, that is why you want to commit suicide. And then she picked up herself Uguti, because I can't forgive my parents for what they did to me. My uncle raped me when I was young, and abazali bami, they were like, especially my mother, zange habe hands-on in that thing. So I have to learn to forgive myself first, for allowing me to feel sad for something ingasicalelanga yona. And I also have to forgive my uncle for what he did to me. I also have to forgive my family for not supporting me. And then I was like, since you see that, let's take it from there. And Mankato Kulumanai, she was like, since in attend my counseling, you are the first person like Ongelo was this cat cycle, like one understand, and that was an achievement for me. I was like,
yes. Thank you. You have saved one soul.
Yes.
And we bless the Lord for that.
Yeah.
And Doc, namhlanje kunezinto bengicabanga ukuthi mina ngiyazazi. Ongibonise zona.
Yeah, that's true.
Bengicabanga angizazi. And thank you for that. And we're still gonna have more of this, I think on the following episode, we'll do it.
So if people they want to know more about what you have talked about, Doc, where can they get you? Because definitely they will want to know more.
Yes.
That's next,
I am not on Facebook, unfortunately, but I'm on Twitter, @ayanda_XO_. @ayanda_XO_ on Twitter, and then on Instagram it's @ayanda_XO.
Ayanda XO.
Yes.
Please,
hit me with the DM.
right now.
Your email address? Do you give your email address?
I can. It's just Ayanda Hope Mkwanazi without the H. Ayanda Hope Mkwanazi @gmail.com.
Okay.
The email,
Yeah, we'll write it there. Yeah. Yeah, I also did. I learned a lot. Yeah.
No free consultations.
So it's okay. Oh, that's no free.
That's
true, hey?
I think we need to acknowledge she went to school.
She did.
Yes, but I don't consult.
But this can open a lot of doors for you,
somebody else.
Yes.
So please, let's support our own, And one thing that I would love to say before Sibala, I want to let you know that life will never ever let you eat that chocolate without tampering with it.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Life will never ever let you drink plain water without taste freely.
Yes.
That's how life is.
Yeah.
So life will never ever let you sit down. Life will never ever let you relax. Will always find ways to enhance your thinking. Always find
and
ways
to push you out from your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Like it will let you okay, Petros, you've been sitting here for too long.
Sure.
Let's move out. But
Exactly.
as Shishi is saying,
The situation is if I could share my year, I had a rough year in 2019. But one thing that I want to tell you is I didn't allow the year to control me. I tried to control the year in my storm.
Yeah.
So we mustn't sit back and say because of then we start creating unnecessary depression.
Exactly.
You know the guy I canceled last week, around midnight. She was good. Give me the number. Young phone there. Oh, okay. The cause of everything was I got fully contributed. Ufuna uyiphuzela aletha amashare wakhe lewafuna ngakhona mabe mkhuze ufuna uyibulala. I think we should also talk about such things. No, but faith uyasebenza ngithi.
Yeah. Contribute along. If usahlala ekhaya.
No, it's only better.
Exactly.
Contribute.
Exactly. Even if you can pop out 100 rand, it's still something.
I must be realistic.
Who's our team?
Mengabe uyasebenza mfethu ngicela ucontribute endlini ngingakubekeli mina but mengabe uyasebenza sicela ucontribute endlini ungacreate unnecessary fights. Imagine ibizo umalume nabo auntie for ukuthi uhele ngafuna ucontribute.
Or if you can afford it, find your own house.
Sure. Done. Ingako ngicela ngathi mina masomdala singanukana makwabo.
Find your own house.
Akamatoroke serious, because we have a problem where we create unnecessary depression, unnecessary problems, But the message and two, Machita, just a friendly tip, a friendly tip. Casting a manual card, chef.
Even this one, machine.
Yes. Chef. You know, ugeze neenyawo bafethu inyawo zakho no. Sigeze.
Okay, ingena phi la ku depression kule test kuyikhuluma.
Ayisifuna usiqala.
Yeah, start up. Ngiyinkinga nathi mina wena uzoya ngapha nafike eswathu. So siyayilungisa. You find someone inwele, intshebe, amazipho. When you talk later about depression, so depression for amazipho.
Wow.
Yes, gents, asilungiseni lapho ngiyacela. And please.
Also ladies, manganayo imali makeup, ipons. You know? You must look beautiful.
Angenda lapho siyabonga.
Mara kuthina simamele mawutshela amajiki.
Angisho.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
We love you. May God bless you.
Thank you so much.
We wish you a
See you next
happy
time.
New Year.